Hey guys, I'm not sure if we've started yet, but welcome back to another crypto live stream. What in the world is happening to XRP? What is going on? It is up 5% over the last hour. It is up 20% today, and it is up 50% over the last week. But more so, interestingly enough, if we take a look at XRP over the last couple of days, about 9 days to be exact, it is actually up 64% against Bitcoin. Also against the US dollar over the last week, it is up 56%. Why is XRP pumping so much? What in the world is happening? Look at this guy. It actually just hit 50 cents. Now, I've been telling you guys for a long while that XRP, all right, it's either decoupling or people have started to change sides. I cannot stress this enough. All right, I'm trying to show you guys charts, but I'm too excited to actually show you guys stuff. I'm not sure, but let me get this, all right? XRP right now is up 64% over the last week versus Bitcoin. Anybody telling you XRP is a shit coin, throw them in the garbage bin. But take a look at XRP right here on this little chart right motherfreaking there. All right, XRP as of this point, look at this, guys. Over the last week, it went from 32 cents a couple days ago to 50 cents today. It actually hit 50 cents. And guys, I'm telling you, all over freaking Twitter, I'm seeing all these guys who used to always be like, only idiots hold XRP. These guys are finally, and trust me when I say this, these guys are changing. I swear to God, every single time I log on to Twitter right now, one person, one very well-known crypto YouTuber or whatever, they change their mind. People are smelling that something big is happening. All of a sudden, and this is something that I've noticed, a lot of big guys have started to buy XRP over the last couple of weeks. Somebody says, crypto are us. Did he say something about XRP as well? I'm not so sure exactly what's happening right there, but over the last couple of days, over the last week, on every single freaking corridor, XRP as of this point is doing the best. Okay, right now it's 3.7, but just now it was 5% over on the last hour, 20% over on the last day, 50% over in the last week. It is outperforming the entire top 100. One of the only coins that's doing, I'd say pretty good as well, is Algorand, one of my other favorite coins, to be honest with you. I love this coin as well. But it's very interesting to see how XRP all of a sudden is taking over. Specifically this movement versus Bitcoin, which a lot of people like to always dress up and say, you know what, XRP is pumping. No, the entire crypto market is pumping, you goofus. You know, don't keep talking about XRP. But now, there's nothing these guys can say. Because right now, you cannot deny the fact that XRP is actually at a different realm. XLM2? Get out of here, my friend. XRP as of this point is doing very well. And I'm not saying that XRP is the only good coin out there or anything like that. I'm just saying I honestly feel as if people all of a sudden have started to change up. Let's take a look through some stuff, right? So we talked before about how Ripple is expanding the partnerships, which is good. It's nice. We can all agree on that. That's awesome to see, sure. But that's not what's causing any of these price increases right now. What we know is increasing the price, most likely, is this lawsuit getting closer and closer to some sort of end result. Ripple claims XRP is not a security since there was no investment contract. As you guys probably saw, over the last week, a lot of very bullish announcements have been made in this lawsuit, specifically since the 13th of September. And coincidentally, if we take a look, what was the lowest point for XRP versus Bitcoin? Roughly, again, September the 13th, from which a lot of bullish news started to come out in the lawsuit as they filed for summary judgment. And then I believe the 16th or 17th, we got ourselves the next bullish piece in the lawsuit and so forth. Things have just started to go parabolic ever since the end phase of the Ripple v. SEC lawsuit has commenced. But also, we've seen a couple of other parts. We've seen the Chamber of Digital Commerce get their brief approved. They basically got an approval by the judge to come on in and explain why the SEC is doing such a bad job. We saw it. We're all excited about it. That video of mine did not do so well. I'm thinking a lot of you guys did not notice, but the Chamber of Digital Commerce basically said, hey, SEC, you're doing a lot of stuff that's really not following your own laws. You're doing a lot of stuff shady. The Chamber of Digital Commerce in the US, they actually wanted to go ahead and support XRP holders / Ripple, and the judge was like, yep, I think you're onto something. Present what you're onto. That does not mean the judge is going to listen. It just means present whatever you have as counter evidence against the SEC. Obviously, we also had a couple of different pieces of, I guess, how do you call this, new information. John Dean coming out with all these different videos, for example, from Brad Garlinghouse explaining over the last couple of years, well, what type of situation they're in. Brad Garlinghouse in this 4-minute video. Do you guys actually hear any sound when I play this? Just wondering, actually, if you guys can hear that. Because we had some mic trouble before. Just wondering. Let me know in the chat box real quick so I can know from here on forward. But basically, okay, some of you guys are saying no. Some of you guys are saying yes. Very, very soft. One more test.
In the wrong direction, or up until the day that things went sideways?
No, we had a sense. I mean, look, so
if you guys hear anything at all, just let me know at that point. Nothing or something. Even if it's very soft, nothing or something. Nothing. Okay, good. That's good to know. Higher volume. Low, very low indeed. Open volume mix. I can put up the volume. It's just a question of whether or not you heard something. Let me see. If I put it up to for like 400%, I'm gonna blast people's eardrums. Test.
I remember when I first met with
Still, it's very low.
It's the SEC had
Let's do this.
set up this innovation group run by one named Val Sapanic, and she became kind of the crypto czar. It looked, they were purportedly just, hey, we want to understand. We went in.
Good. I just need to know, all right? Just need to know real quick if you guys could all hear that. But let me continue on with the story. By the way, guys, all of you saying hi in the chat box, let me know real quick two things. One, something glitched majorly just now. You guys hopefully can't see that. One, let me know in the chat box where you're watching from. You guys can see it. It glitched like crazy. Not sure what happened right there. And two, it's glitching again. Make sure you press that like button, guys. Let's get to at least, like, I don't know, 150 likes or so. Look at this. We have 350 people watching. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, you guys can see. Let's go. 315 people watching. 346 even. That's crazy. That is absolutely wild. Why am I? There we go. Let me take this back. And let's continue on with the story. So, Brad Garlinghouse here has been explaining over in a multitude of videos over the last couple of years that they've been put into some sort of purgatory. Now, what does that mean? What does that define? He's basically said to a lot of different regulators and a lot of different conferences and a lot of different people, we don't really understand what to do with XRP, where to go from here, where to get these rules properly defined. We're in purgatory. Help us out, SEC. And you know what the SEC did? They're not doing anything. They literally, guys, I have the best showcase. This is what the SEC did. It's like, oh, Brad Garlinghouse is asking Gary Gensler, at that point, Jay Clayton a question, and William Himon. You know what they did? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's what they did. They went invisible on him. That's exactly what they did. Took a little bit of time, but we got it. All right, the joke was meant to be a little bit more fun, but you know, I think that we got it out of the picture. You guys understood what I meant with that. So, yeah, every single time that Brad Garlinghouse and all these guys were asking, and even in this video, it's 4 minutes, but you can listen and hear them saying, Ripple is living in purgatory, we don't know where to go, and then look at what John Dean wrote. I know the meeting Brad Garlinghouse is describing. It was in August of 2018, and David Schwartz, this is, by the way, at Mainnet right now as we speak. You know what, let's watch this, a couple minutes. It was August of 2018, and David Schwartz was with him with no lawyers. Clayton and Hinman were at the meeting, the SEC chairman and the director of corporation finance. Brad said to Clayton and Hinman, Ripple is living in purgatory. They did not inform Garlinghouse that XRP as of that point was a security. This meeting was 2 months after Hinman said Ethereum was not a security, which again, there's still debates about right now, but didn't mention XRP. What's very interesting is that we know that Hinman and Clayton received a memo from SEC enforcement lawyers analyzing XRP under Howey dated June 13th, 2018. We know that memo did not conclude XRP was a security because it did not make a recommendation for enforcement or for a cease and desist letter. Otherwise, the SEC would have gone after Ripple years ago. This is 2018, but they didn't do that until 2.5 years later. Now, if the memo had concluded XRP was a security, Clayton or Hinman would have naturally responded that they determined XRP a security. Instead, in response to Garlinghouse's purgatory comment, Clayton encouraged Brad to keep talking to the SEC and then asked them to explain Ripple's business. While Brad left the meeting feeling positive, Hinman had other ideas, and obviously they went after him afterwards. But let's listen.
Did you get a sense post-ICO crash in some of your interactions with the SEC that things were starting to trend in the wrong direction, or up until the day that things went sideways?
Be prepared for like a little audio boost here. I'm gonna put it down again to about 150% just to be sure that you guys don't die. Let's see.
We had a sense.
We'll put it at 100% just so nobody dies. Sorry. There we go. All right. Test.
I mean, look, so I remember when I first met with the SEC, the SEC had set up this innovation group run by one of Val Sapanic, and she became kind of the crypto czar. They were purportedly just, hey, we want to understand. We went in to kind of just educate them. Frankly, as I was going around the world, meeting with central bankers around the world, talking to them about here's how Ripple's solution works. Here's the kind of customers we're signing. Here's how we use XRP. Mm-hmm. We are one participant in the XRP ecosystem. And so the first meeting I had, Jay Clayton was there, and not once did anyone say to me in this meeting that, and by the way, again, no lawyers from Ripple were there. It was me and David Schwartz. And there's never even a suggestion that XRP was a security. And I thought it was a very constructive meeting just to talk about how Ripple was using XRP and how the whole kind of crypto landscape, looked. Now, to your question, when did we get a sense that the tone had shifted? About a year after that, we got a letter, and now lots of people have gotten these letters. In my judgment, the SEC has gone cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and just blasting out these investigative letters. But the first letter we got was simply hey, we're looking into this, it's informal, we want your voluntary cooperation. And literally there's a sentence in there that says, we've made no determination about what we view XRP as, but we want to, blah, blah, blah. Now, what's interesting about that is that happened, and I think in 2019 we got that letter, and we're like, oh, okay, more active engagement, we're happy to cooperate. Again, one of the ironies here, and I know you're pacing how we get into the lawsuit, but in that letter, it references there's been no determination made. Yet they sued us and me personally, suggesting that from 2013 to 2020, I should have known the whole time that XRP was a security. My attitude is I was in your office multiple times. Not once did someone tell me that they viewed XRP as a security.
And that's honestly one of the most important parts here, right? You guys gotta understand. People are finally starting to notice these words. For years and years and years, the SEC had the power to go after them, but they didn't. They had the insights, so to speak. And the fact that they, for all these years, never did means they most likely never had a good case. It only changed at some point in 2020, but people are starting to put two and two together, saying, you know what, maybe the SEC is doing Ripple a very big favor in getting crypto to be clarified over there without actually having a good case on their hands. Because as far as we all know, it doesn't make a lot of sense what they're doing. People are starting to put two and two together. Even Tony Edwards, all right, Thinking Crypto is putting it together, saying, I'm seeing a lot more support for Ripple in the SEC lawsuit from people who were haters or too chicken. Oh, wait a minute. You guys can't even see my dumbass is doing some dumb stuff. Here we go. I'm seeing a lot more support for Ripple in the SEC case. Let me get rid of the cat, all right? Boom, there we go. In the Ripple lawsuit from people who were haters or too chicken to say anything before. They are finally realizing the XRP lawsuit against Ripple, SEC lawsuit against Ripple, was an attack against the entire crypto market. You don't have to hold XRP to want Ripple to win. And then again, I went to kind of look on Twitter. Crypto Jack, Martini Guy, Moon, what's his name, and a couple of others. I've just started to notice they're changing their mind, or all of a sudden they're being very, very positive. Maybe these guys were not so negative before, but I've noticed a significant more positive sentiment over the last couple of days. Take a look. Even David Goldstein, I know he's not against XRP whatsoever, but to kind of even say it right now as well is kind of like a little jab towards the right direction. Should have got more XRP rather than these freaking meme coins, because honestly, XRP is going absolutely wild. Up 22% today, finally getting back to 50 cents. But let's quickly continue on with this video.
So it's a little bit, I think, and the judge involved in the case, and now I'm getting kind of in the deep end here just for a second. Just recently, the judge had a ruling about some discovery things, and she described the SEC, one, as being hypocritical, two, as not following a faithful allegiance to the law. That's a quote. This is a federal government agency that works for us, right? It's part of the government. We should feel outrage. The idea that now everything under Gary Gensler's view is a security is crazy talk. And I think it does go back to, I know I'm ranting for a minute, just give me one more second. Look, I think you have to go back to first principles.
I mean, you can rant as long as you want about Gary Gensler. My marketing team is relieved. I see I'm getting looks over there.
It's me, not him.
Not me.
Exactly, it's safe space. Look, I think we have to go back to first principles. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission is granted authority by legislation from Congress. The 1933 Securities Act describes a security as an investment contract. So everybody talks about the Howey test. If you read the recent summary judgment motion, the point we're making is there's no investment contract. You don't even get to the Howey test. Ripple, the company, and Brad Garlinghouse, the individual, I didn't enter into a contract with anyone who bought XRP. There's no investment contract. If there's not a contract, how do you even get to the Howey test? So look, I do think the SEC has kind of gone cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and I do think in some positive way, it's catalyzing all of us to write to our legislatures, to donate to people we want to get elected, and I think the pendulum may swing in a little bit of a smackdown to the SEC.
Good talk. No? I'm honestly pretty happy to kind of listen in on this, right? Brad, obviously a genius. The way you'll hear him speak, it's like a little fun piece of just like, indeed. When you start reading to it or listening to it like that, it's like, well, the SEC indeed has a little bit of an uphill battle to, well, prove something to some degree. I mean, honestly, what in the world are they thinking? What are they attempting? What are they saying? And that's again why that Chamber of Digital Commerce part to me is so important. I wanted to actually show that to you guys real quick for just one more second. This got approved, I believe, yesterday. I covered it in a video already. Maybe it was the day before. Let's quickly check this out. So the most important piece was right, I believe, where was it now? Here we go. James actually gave a little update. So there's actually an update on this one as well. Motion granted. Any motions to seal by third parties are due December 9th. This is regarding the parties requesting any motions to seal for summary judgment. Okay, not important. This is important. The court has reviewed the request by the Chamber of Digital Commerce for leave to file an amicus curiae brief and the parties' responses, and has granted the Chamber's request. The order and brief are below. Now, what you need to know about this is, again, the Chamber of Digital Commerce wanted to come in and explain to the world, basically, two specific parts. Let's see if we can find them by just scrolling for about 5 more seconds. Let's go to Jeremy Hogan's profile. I think he has a better explanation of it. I think that's the one I chose to show you guys last time, and we'll do it again. It is right here. I just read the briefs. Let's go back to this half screen. I just read the briefs, and the SEC has got a couple big problems. One, its expert agrees that most of the changes in XRP price are due to market forces and not Ripple. Wait a minute, I'm reading the wrong thing. But it's good still. Ouch, right? This is actually another very big negative part from the SEC side. I guess it'll all add up. It'll all add up anyway. Keep listening. All these different things are, I guess, coming together to one big piece. Why do you guys keep wanting the cat? You want the cat back? People said the cat's real. Of course the cat's real. Come on, come back on it. Go. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Oh, there we go. Oh, we got him back. All right. Its expert agrees. This is just the SEC expert agreeing with Ripple, basically, or at least saying, you know what, XRP's price is not so much only manipulated by Ripple, but by market forces like any other cryptocurrency, basically. And that's a fun thing to kind of put here. XRP's price is very often going up purely because Bitcoin is going up. Nobody can deny that if the SEC is really trying to argue that the XRP price is mostly revolving around Ripple, it's just like, how can you try to do that? It's it's absolutely wild if you ask me. Can I say that? Whatever. Let's skip that. These types of concessions are perfect for summary judgment because it helps out Ripple a ton. And that's what we got a couple of different days ago, right? Again, this is the 18th of September, which all ties into why XRP all of a sudden over the last couple of days has been going so absolutely bullish. Let's see here for fun pieces. 1 hour. Look at the performance of XRP over the last couple of hours, all right? Since the 22nd begun, so 22 hours ago, it has gone up 30% within 22 hours. 30% up. Up 30%. 30. That means if you put $100 into XRP last night, right now you have $130 within a day. Really? That is absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. You don't have this too often, all right? You don't get this type of stuff too often in a bear market like this, that the XRP price can go up 30%. This means people are actually literally going for it like crazy. There's absolutely no other way. Think about it, guys. People are generally right now very conservative with their investments. But all of a sudden the price goes up 30%. It's not illiquid either. It is not. Because a lot of these bigger candles, for example, I'm not sure what I believe yesterday we had ourselves the FOMC meeting, right? That was yesterday. I believe that was this candle right here. This was the FOMC candle, which right now we got at least 50% of that volume right there. That means right now this is not an illiquid type of pump. No, there's a lot of demand right now. There's a lot of movement in prices right now. Right now, there's a lot of movement. A lot of people are trading this. But I digress. Let's continue on with the story from just now. The SEC failed to get on record that any XRP purchaser heard Ripple's alleged marketing pitch. A big problem because it has the burden to prove everything here. And of course, a lot of other stuff, which I will do my best to lay out in a video by tomorrow, right? Which you did. Cool. And guys, by the way, make sure you quickly press that like button. I appreciate it a ton. What? Does it get stuck sometimes for you guys? Is it the cat? Is he doing it? But make sure you press the like button, guys. I greatly appreciate that. All I think it does is show the video to hopefully more people. But I think if people comment a lot and press the like button, it just recommends the live stream to multiple different people, which is why I keep asking you guys. For me, it's not going to give me money. It's not going to do anything for me. It's not going to make me too hard or anything like that. It's only so I can go back home to my family and they'll be proud, If I don't get 200 likes, I can't go back. I have to get back in the corner, get back on the live stream. That's what I usually get. So I'm trying to, ease myself into a little bit, easier of a day. All right, please help out. Having said that, the SEC right now not having that power because, well, one of their experts agrees with Ripple's side is absolutely wonderful, and people are starting to take this in. All of these things are adding up. This is an aggregate of things, right? This is added on top of. Let's go back to attorney Jeremy Hogan. Where's the last part? Here we go. So a week ago or so, he shared what the Chamber of Digital Commerce's little, idea was going to be for the next couple of days. They wanted to file something regarding, well, XRP and security status. I wasn't expecting this, to be honest. Part 1 was confusing, but 2 and 3 are good. Check it out. The Chamber of Digital Commerce has a disinterest in XRP/Ripple. Obviously, from a financial perspective, they don't give a crap. I'm not sure why they would. Ripple as well. If Ripple dies out, it's not going to hurt them. Chamber of Digital Commerce don't give a crap about that. It gives them a lot of credibility to talk about the truth, because why otherwise would they do it? Now, it is well settled that the subject of an investment contract is not itself a security. Fair point. 3, the law is unsettled as to secondary transactions of digital assets. These 2 points are being argued by the Chamber of Digital Commerce, not by Ripple, not by XRP holders. The Chamber of Digital Commerce. And people are starting to add 1 and 1 together because, again, the judge was like, you know what? File that. Those arguments that you wanted to make, we're agreeing with you that you should at least be able to put them forward. Let me get rid of the cat. You guys said get rid of the cat. We can. He has. Can't have him here. All right? The chamber is very precise in its the asset itself is not a security argument, but look at the bonus, pointing out that SEC guidance says the asset itself is not a security, but SEC enforcement stated the exact opposite. So again, the SEC plainly lying to the court, which again, the judge already caught them for at some point in the past, as you guys probably remember. Maybe John Dean knows what he's going and doing after all, with his stance to say that XRP itself, the crypto, is not a security, it is only the contract behind it. And finally, Chamber discusses there's no authority to suggest that the secondary sale, so if you and I sell XRP to one another, is actually any sort of investment contract. They can't state that, yet they do. As an important point for Ripple as pertains to potential damages, if early sales are deemed an investment contract, good start. And guys, I can't say more except for this is getting juicy. The XRP price is starting to pump up. Things are starting to do good. I am getting very freaking excited. We have not seen movement like this in a very long while. And I want to know from you guys in the chat box right now, are you bullish on XRP, yes or no? I'm going to put up a poll. Are you, let's ask the people this. Are you bullish on XRP right now? Because you got to understand this can be a bull trap. Oh, I did not make a poll. I wanted to make a poll like this. Just let me know, bullish or bearish. Bullish, bearish / bear trap. I'll put bullish / we're back, baby. And bearish / bear trap, bull trap. A bull trap meaning, the bulls are getting trapped at this point because this pump, they're trying to lure you in to kind of slap you on top of the head right afterwards, right? You're like, oh, you got yourself your gems, you got yourself your nice little jewelries or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what you got. This is a nail clipper. And then you get smacked right on top of the head. Just a little smack like that on top of your face. Could also be, all right? Not trying to deny that, not trying to say it can't happen, all right? So let's just see those votes. Let's see exactly what you guys are thinking. Because at the end of the day, we gotta kind of gauge what the people are noticing, kind of gauge what the people are thinking themselves. Yeah, it's kind of like I expected. We've had about 100 votes. Everybody vote real quick. We have about 500 people in here. So if everybody votes real quick, we have a good estimate of what the people in the chat box think. Let us wait. Let us wait for another 30 seconds. We got ourselves 80 votes. Let's go and gauge it on 100 votes. I think that's still going to be biased, but it's going to be good enough. Pessimists need to stop putting negativity into the Ethernet. Not so sure what that is about. Okay, so about, let's say 3/4 are bullish and 1/4 are bearish / bull trapping. Now, if any of you guys are wondering, how are we trading this? So yesterday I did open up one long position, and what I recommend you guys to do is to go join my Telegram down below, as I have a couple of different traders, all right? I have a couple of different traders in the Dust DBC team right now, and one of those guys is actually giving you guys a lot of valuable information in regards to trading. I know it's pretty elaborate, but he's been doing it for, I don't know, 7 years or something like that. I've known him for, I think, well over a decade, and he's a freaking beast. So I basically got him onto the team because I want him to share his crypto analysis with you guys, even though he's traditionally a Forex guy. I got him in. But we opened a long position somewhere yesterday, and the main reason for that was fun. All right, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I actually opened 3 positions yesterday, mostly for fun. Because we basically were talking about the FOMC meeting where, well, we got ourselves a pump and dump, but the dump was so severe that I thought that the reversal would most likely be pretty juicy, and that is actually what we have seen right here. And again, if you want the deeper analysis, the deep insights, join the Telegram and take a look at all the analysis that the guys have been up to. We actually also have another YouTube channel. It's called Wave Trader Crypto, I believe it is. You guys might want to check that out. It's actually a lot of valuable information over in there. Beautiful trades and beautiful explanations of everything. Mostly regarding Bitcoin, though, because there's a lot more volume in that, a lot more, I guess, sustainable price action. With XRP, these types of events cannot be charted out. A pump like this, I don't believe technical analysis has any insights into. Can you guys say so? Well, we can only say, well, it got rejected at 50 cents. Certainly, I'd like to agree with that. And we can point out the most important resistance and support levels. Certainly, sure. But a parabolic rise like this, all we can say is, well, it's basically going on a parabolic spree, and it's looking like this, all right? It's going to look like this all the time. You get a little pump going, right? After you get a little pump going, right, you make a new resistance, basically. There's a new flat line of resistance. Well, you get a little pullback. In this case here, you go back to some sort of support. So once you go back to some sort of support, it again, at some point, is going to pump back up. It retests potentially that level or within that area, as a lot of bulls are going to try to conquer that level. It got rejected as of this point, so it came right back down. However, again, you can see a couple of different times it was backed at that level, or potentially in the past, there was more price action at this level. It bounced yet again. And so as of that point, to make it not so cluttered up, we'll put it a little bit like this. Found a little top, came right back down, tried again, did not succeed, came back down, tried again. And right here, you can see that level. This time it succeeded. So it broke through, and then it's going to retest. In this case, it broke through. But then again, there's a little support like that. It's just, I believe in that part of things, in the sense that there at certain levels will be a lot of support, at certain levels will be a lot of resistances. The simplest of the simplest. I don't believe that you could say, well, let me actually say it differently. I don't believe that a lot of these things can be predicted with TA, purely because they're based so much on a specific lawsuit. And so the major reversal points, I think, can. But a lot of these other parts cannot. Now, am I still bullish or bearish on XRP? I think a lot of you guys might want to hear. Somebody asked, did you fix your PC problem? I just got myself a new $4,000, I don't know, a little bit less, but $4,000 PC. And a little fun fact, every 30 minutes or so, it kind of messes itself up. And the guys are telling me, hey, yep, either send it back, it's going to take a couple of weeks, which I cannot do. I don't have time for that. Or just try it different. Try some stuff. I'm like, oh, damn, man, I don't know what to try. So one of you guys, Nico, I'm not sure if he's in the chat. He's been helping me out a lot. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you very much. It's a little side note. But if you're asking me, am I bullish or bearish on XRP right now? Well, I'd say this. Be careful with overstaying. I am extremely bullish on XRP, but let's be realistic. Right now, the price is 50 cents. What does this mean? It's done well over the last couple of weeks, certainly. But if you're in a ton of profit, if you had a long position open since 30 cents, It might not be too stupid to cash some out and wait for a bigger dip. That does not mean that over the next couple of weeks, the price won't go even crazier. I mean, if you think about it, most likely the reason that the price is pumping is because people are believing that Ripple will win the lawsuit. For me, I thought it was already priced in because, well, everybody that I knew, they're buying XRP because they think they'll win. And right now, there's no more reason to buy because my pockets are full. I literally have my jugs, my pockets, right? These pockets right here. Give me 1 second. These pockets right here are filled, all right? They are filled with XRPs. I don't have any, you know what? Little coins. My pockets are, you see, 1, 2, 3. I only have one. No, I have more. Wait, give me a second. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I have more of these coins. I wanted to kind of give you guys a show, but you know what? It doesn't matter. My pockets are just absolutely full with these XRP little coins. Why? Well, because at 20 cents and 17 cents, it was too irresistible to pick it up. I mean, why would I leave it on the ground? You know, it's for somebody else to pick up. Nah, because I was too certain they'd win. And I went back on this analysis regarding the risk reward. We've done this a dozen times at this point. Let's say, sit your ass down. Let's talk about this. This is very important for anybody that is holding XRP right now that is wondering about anything. Sit your ass down. Let's discuss something very important. All right? Serious talk right now. Let's say there is a 95% chance that Ripple is going to win this lawsuit, which I think is valid. We can lower that down, though, towards 90%. You know what? Let's do a 75% chance. That means, let's see, what do you guys think? What are the chances that Ripple's going to win this lawsuit? At least 75%. We're going to put it up. There's a chance they'll lose, sure. Maybe all forces come together and they smack him down, you know? Possible. I'm not going to deny that. There are reasons as to why Ripple might lose. It is possible in theory. Let's just say 75% plus. I think a lot of you guys will agree with me on that one. So we can use that as a measurable. I mean, we'll use that to measure with. Let's say that the probability of Ripple winning this is 75%, meaning 25% chance they'll lose. All right? As a baseline. What do you guys think the XRP price will pump to if they win? And the same thing kind of on the other side. What do you think it'll go to if they lose? If Ripple wins, I think the probability of going to at least, let's say, all-time high, so at least 10x from the prices that we were a week ago, is 100%. Let's say 99%. Keep a little piece of doubt. But I even believe it will go to $12 or something along those lines, like this, in a snap. But let's just say they lose. Let's say worst case scenario, we lose all our money. Every single dollar we put into XRP evaporated. That means there's a 75% chance on a 10, 20, 30x. And there's a 25% chance to lose all your money. Have you ever gone to the casino? Have you ever gone gambling to some degree? Have you ever played rock, paper, scissors? Have you ever played a little coin flip, right? Little coin flip like this. If you've ever played a coin flip, you're a dumbass. Why? You have a 50% chance of winning. Your net value is literally, you change nothing usually, unless it's like for some other reason. But let's say you wager something on a coin flip. Your net value is exactly 1. It comes back to, well, you might win, you might lose 50-50. With this, if there's a 75% chance of winning with 10x as a result, and a 25% chance of losing with 0x as a result, meaning you lose all your money, your, let's just call it, your expected value, the amount of money on average, basically, that you expect to make from this, if you do it consecutively, if you keep making these types of analysis and keep making these types of trades and keep trying to, going for these types of stuff. Well, let's actually see here. So in this case here, it'd be 75% of, in this case, let's say the 10x or so. So in this case here, it'd be 7.5, meaning, well, it's above 1, so we always take it, basically. If we're playing roulette and we're doing a fair roulette game, let's say, so there's a 50% chance of black, 50% chance of red. Well, it doesn't matter, right? You win, you lose, doesn't matter. Eventually, it will come back to 1, meaning you didn't lose any money, you didn't make any money. Let's put that back to a little nicer color. If, however, and this is very important, there's also a 0 in play or 2 zeros at play, there's actually more chance of you losing than winning. So your expected value is going to be 0.96 or whatever, something like that. Now, with this lawsuit, the expected value is so ridiculously high that it is, in my opinion, so ridiculously stupid to be left out. And I've explained this to you guys for months and years, I think, as of this point. You don't have to invest into this. Please, I'm not your financial advisor, and I'm also not trying to say that this is the only way to get wealthy, or this is the only way you're going to get somewhere, or this is certainly going to do well. There's still always the off chance. But if anybody in the world asks me, is this worth a try? I'm going to say, oh yeah, baby. You know, I say that every single time. I'm sorry if it blurs if I look to the right or so. I have a little blur turned on. I thought it would look cool, but honestly, I'm not so sure if I'm liking it too much. Let's see. Maybe this one is a little bit better. Not sure which one is better, if it even makes a difference whatsoever. Yeah, I see Dusty in voiceovers. Strong, unique voice. Oh, I thought you meant you've seen me in voiceovers. I was like, damn. Am I into something that I didn't even know? That would be interesting. But yeah, we can kind of go on as to why the XP price will most likely do pretty well. I think you guys have all heard it a dozen times by now, right? We obviously have Ripple from the perspective that, well, there's a... Wait a minute. We've not discussed this in such a long while. Ripple has the perspective of doing a lot for XRP, certainly. We have the NFT realm, which obviously can be going up from a different realm. We have a lot of incentives, I guess, on the XP ledger that are being built and set in place right now. They have not been exploited, I guess, or used too much. That still have a lot of potential to bring a lot of value to the ledger or to the network, I guess. But then, of course, we have, and this is a very important one, exchange relistings. So we have, again, ODL. But that obviously is not the most bullish factor literally in terms of price, because it's going to exchange a lot of volume. Sure, it's going to be bullish, but not directly maybe. The exchange relistings, though, you guys can all understand. What Coinbase did for HBAR, it's going to most likely do with a lot more multiplier for XRP. Coinbase has to, or come back to some sort of way and accept XRP back onto its platform. Ain't no other way about it. And at that point, people are going to be like, hey, Coinbase, hey, mother, you know. But I'll still take it, though, with a nice little push to the price. Again, a lot of us experienced XRP holders will not really buy it anymore because, it's, you know, to us, it's already kind of priced in that all this stuff will happen, you know? I'm basically having in my head a price until which point I think XRP is fair to buy. And I'm honestly thinking a couple of dollars is still fine to just buy this coin and still be accumulating. I have a little, how do you say this? Not a contract, but a little automation point set up where I'm buying XRP every single day. And I'm making sure that it's at least a juicy amount that I'm buying every single day. Why? Because any single price that I'm buying at right now, I think will at least 10x over the next couple of years. Let me add, this is not a guarantee. This is still a risky business. I know I'm investing into something which is in a lawsuit right now, which is why I think it's underpriced. Again, this is my thoughts on the matter. It is a risky endeavor, but I think the risk is worth it. Hence the risk to reward analysis, which turned out to me to be a very great deal, which is why I'd go for it every single time. If HBAR was in such a lawsuit, again, I'd look at all the points and say, okay, let's say they have a 50-50 chance of winning. Well, most likely if they win, it's going to be a 7x. Well, that basically puts me at a good spot already to always take this and buy it, basically. That's a forward and so on. Timmy the Pod is asking, when will the lawsuit end? There is some people in the community that are saying that the lawsuit is going to end within the next couple of days. It's possible. We've seen a couple of different whales buy huge tens or hundreds of millions of XRP over the last week, which is peculiar. But it does not mean that that actually is like some sort of settlement precursor or whatever you call that in English. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean that a settlement is coming up. People are saying that a settlement is coming up because the SEC doesn't have much to stand on. I understand that. But ever since summary judgment motions came out, I'm thinking, well, I think a couple more decisions have to be made before we're going to see an end. But it surely could be between now and the end of March of next year. That's my window. I don't think any further than that could happen, honestly. Let's see. What are you guys asking? Do you think there'll be a little cool off retracement so I can load up more? I think it's partially going to end up depending on what Bitcoin is doing. Right now, the Bitcoin price is moving in a really nice little fashion. And very often when Bitcoin moves like that, well, let's just show. You know, XRP in this case here is going the opposite of the S&P, opposite of the NASDAQ, and following Bitcoin, but with a lot more severity as it's leading the entire market. It's very well to put up that XRP right now is actually leading this little bullish period. As it's up 25% almost, you know, Bitcoin is only up 4%. It is certain to, or it's actually pretty accurate, I think, to say that XRP as of this point is doing everything to keep this market afloat. It's up 25% today, the most in the entire top 100. It is up the most out of the week in the entire top 100. It is, or at least it was, up the most. You can see it's still here on the top over the last hour as well. It is doing absolutely freaking wild. It's doing absolutely freaking amazing as of this point. Let me see, full screen. Let's go back to this one. Let's see a couple of questions that you guys have. Let me answer them. But do I see a little cool off period? It's certainly possible. I mean, the price is going so absolutely berserk. Coins like XLM are doing absolutely well as well. There's a good probability that we're going to see some sort of cool off, but it kind of depends on why people are buying, you know? If we're going to assume now that people are buying it because the lawsuit looks like it's going to be a victory, then no, there will not be any cool off anymore. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But maybe if Bitcoin gets another crazy dump going, XRP is going to fall along with that. Or maybe a lot of big whales were trying to manipulate us into buying XRP at these top prices, and they're going to dump it on our asses in like a couple hours from now, a couple days from now. It's all possible. Then again, I'm not excluding that a settlement could be close either. Let's quickly see. I think I saw some green. FVB, a supporter for 9 freaking months. FVB, you're a freaking legend. You're here. I think FVB is here every single stream I do. I don't think you miss any one of them, right? He says the probability that Dusty will become the next Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when Ripple wins is 100% love. All right. Is that a good thing? To become the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Is that a flex? Is that a good thing? I guess so. Was a harsh life for the guy at the start, but sure. XRP Billionaire, fitting name, says, doesn't really matter. Just buy XRP and leave it for a year or two. That's a lot easier in theory. Chat is behind Dusty. I'll grab another chat. I'll grab another phone. I'll look at the chat a little bit quicker. Again, guys, if you are all enjoying it, make sure you press that freaking like button. All right, we've had, let me show you guys. We've had over, let's see here. We've had over 2,500 people come in and say hi. We have over 500 people watching. Only 300 people press that like button. I'm not, saying you have to, but I am kind of saying you have to press that like button. Let's get to at least 500 likes, everybody. Why am I so itchy, my friend? I don't want to pick my nose like this every time, but I'm freaking itchy like a little baby. And my head is also itching. Whew. There we go. Oh, it might be because the hoodie. Maybe I'm allergic. I'm seeing a lot of these little... Okay, that's what you get for putting a hoodie on for a little second. You see? It's the cat. You're right. Oh, you guys are right. It must be the cat. Ah, that makes a lot of sense. I was like, damn, what is going on? It's the cat. That little dude, huh? A lot of people are in this chat. I have no idea what we're talking about in terms of that cat. That's also kind of funny. That's top tier. Every single time that cat comes on, I just get I have to just... Oh, you see? Oh, you see? It's the cat, guys. Can't do anything about it. This is not me, I can't do anything about it. What can I do? It's a cursed cat. Let's get rid of this motherfucker. Let's get rid of this guy. I guess the cat, though, yesterday, we were also in a chat, right? We're doing a live stream. I put the cat away, and all of a sudden, XRP started to do absolutely wild, which I think was also kind of funny to watch. You guys were all there, hopefully. Wow, guys. XRP is up 25% today. That is absolutely wild. You guys can't see it. Here we go. Absolutely wild. 25% up. It is back on the freaking pump, boys. Look at that. Pump it up. You got to pump it up. You got to pump it up. Let's go. Pump it up. Pump it up. You got to pump it up. It's a nice little song. I love that song, guys. Yeah, so usually that's like our anthem in the chat. We've talked about XRP for so ridiculously many years. We have our little our little pump it up anthem on the channel. Every single time the XRP price goes crazy like this, we usually sing a song. The only problem is I kind of missed it. I should have been here about an hour ago or so. Would have been a little bit more fun to kind of watch this absolutely parabolic rise to 50 cents. At that point, if I was live streaming when this was happening, guys, I'm guaranteeing you right now, I would just maybe just go, oh, what is happening? I'd probably just walk around, throw a couple of things in the garbage bin and grab them back out. I'd be that crazy, Throw something away and grab it right back out because I ain't trying to throw nothing away. All right? Recycling, baby. Tommy says, I left a video on a message on your video while it happened. My friend, I was going to the store, all right? Some stores close at 10 p.m. And since I'm thinking I'm going to fly tomorrow or the day after, I had to run to the store. So I was like, you know what? I didn't check any comment that minute. By the way, guys, for anybody that's not subscribed yet, you might want to look into it, you know? We do streams very often, not every day, because, you know, your boy's got some stuff to do every now and then, but, you know, pretty often. So you might want to subscribe for a lot of these cool informational pieces and whatnot, and for fun, I guess, you know? Having a lot of fun. You guys say crazy stuff. I like watching you guys say crazy stuff. Break a couple more headsets. No, I'm not going to do that. My last headset, unfortunately, did not make it past our last endeavor. This is the trusted headset that unfortunately got smashed on the floor last time we talked about XRP. And yeah, it has not made it, all right? It is absolutely broken. When I plug it in, it still has some sound, but it's like only one ear. And if I try to change it, it's only the other ear. So unfortunately, this one is garbage. Unfortunately. So what is that? Somebody says BitBoy's talking about XRP right now. What's happening, guys? CFC says, is XRP beating its all-time high this time? I mean, if we get a lawsuit settlement, I believe so, certainly. It's been a couple of years, so I guess it's about time, you know? Even though this pump might not happen yet, you know? Give it a little bit of time. But we're just watching and noticing that things are going a little bit out of proportion this time around. Things are going really, really well. Entertain says, I'm not a man, real man, if I don't own a Bugatti. Can't fight that logic, you know? We didn't care about BitBoy Crypto. We're here for Dusty Crypto. Fair enough, but I just wonder what he said, you know? I wonder what he said about XRP. You know, he's the official supreme leader of the XRP army. So I like to know what he has to say. No, I like the guy, to be honest with you. You know, he's a pretty cool guy. From not talking about YouTube, not talking about anything on that sort. BitBoy himself, pretty nice guy, to me, in my opinion, you know? Never been annoying to me. Never been unnice. How do you say the opposite? Mean. Never been, you know, bitchy or anything like that. He's just been a nice guy, as far as I know. So, you know, even if you don't like the videos of his, which I respect, you do you. You know? And he's also my top general, you know, in the XP army. Break headset if XP breaks 51 cents. Why do you want me to break the headset? What's the point? It's nearly time for the Pump It Up song, bro. I mean, in terms of price action, not so much. In terms of price, I mean, if we look at where we were a couple of hours ago, we're up 25% on the XP chart, by the way. You guys can't see it perfectly, but you can see here, we're up 23% on almost every single exchange right now. I mean, left to right, things are doing pretty good right now. Left to right, things are doing pretty freaking good right now. So yeah, I've also been, oh man, I've watched this video from the FOMC meeting at least 1,000 times. Did I show it to you guys last stream? Or I showed it in a video maybe? Ow, my ears. Yeah, this is one of the funnest videos I've watched in a long time. That's very dark to say that. Why does it glitch like this sometimes? Do you guys see that glitch? Yeah, you see it on the screen just now. You saw that? Why does that happen? What is going on with my screen then? Why? I'm not touching anything. Why does that happen sometimes? But these guys are basically, these guys are basically doing a pretty good job with the trades. When all of a sudden the FOMC meeting's results came out, well, and you can kind of see what happened to their money, right? They put in $50,000. I think it was a $1 million trade, and they were in $170,000 profit at first, and then they lost their $1 million position because the FOMC meeting took them out. And this is why you never trade the FOMC meeting, or at least are very careful with that. I'm sorry for them screaming in your ear a dozen times by now. I'm sorry, my friends. Yeah, let's get back to the topic at hand. Let us go. FEB says you're going to head to bed. That is absolutely respectable. Honestly, we talked about everything I wanted to talk about in this stream anyway, guys. There was an advertisement. Guys, I'm thinking that YouTube has a new little thing that they do. Because this is actually the second time that people are saying this right now. That you're seeing an advertisement when you come into the stream. Is that really true? Because from my chat, as far as we know, the advertisements don't really work when you enter a live stream. Only when you enter my videos. I put ads on every video. Why? Why not? People watch it anyway. So I'm like, you know what? But is there also an ad when watching a stream? Can you guys reply for me, please? "15-second ad. Those are the worst." Oh, sorry. I didn't know. There are plebeians with no YouTube Premium in my chat box. Sorry. I didn't know I thought I was talking to crypto billionaires. This guy named XRP Billionaire says he's watching ads. What is happening? No, just kidding, guys. Nah, I respect that. I'm not so sure why that is, guys. I don't know. Don't know, I have YouTube Premium. That's what I like to hear, my friend. Right, fair enough. I also wonder, because I can see, in my numbers, that all of a sudden, like, the number went from 450 to, like, 360. I was like, where did everybody go? But I guess an ad popped up then. So I'll know from now on why that is happening then if people are tuning out. Usually it's when my stream crashes a little bit that people turn off. Maybe my stream doesn't even crash. Maybe it's just an ad. Could be. Again, guys, streams, I don't think you have to watch any ads because the stream doesn't earn any money anyway. Even if you stream for hours on end, it might be 10, 20 bucks or so. And for some people, that might be worth it. If it is for you, start a crypto channel. You do you. But for a lot of other people, in this case, it's not really, it's not the main factor. Let me add, it's not putting the food on the table. But it is fun to chat with you guys. You guys are freaking interesting. Let me say that. You guys are a certain breed of people. Why am I'm changing up my settings here? What is interesting here? There we go. XP Billionaire, go ahead and grab the premium is what Purview says. I mean, you might want to look at that. Camera looks a little bit blurry, or is it just me? I think it's because I have the blur turned on. Let me turn it back off. There we go. That should be good. Yeah. Nathan says, don't get ads on Brave browser. That's also a way to go for it. Yeah. Zeshin says, please, Dusty, I beg you, is 589 possible? My friend. That's a good question. Venish says, ad blockers are where it's at. Ban that guy. No, just kidding. No, I always have an ad blocker, so I can't be hypocritical, my friends. You can see it on the top right. I always have it, Even though I have YouTube Premium, by the way, ads are still annoying. Not gonna lie to you. It is. Don't waste your time on ads, my friends. You can do it to support me. You can give me $1 a month, if you want to. But honestly, don't waste your time on ads. If you can block them, my friend. Don't waste your time on that garbage. Your top 5 allocated crypto. My top 3 would be XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum in that order. Mostly that way. Usually, it used to always be Bitcoin number 1, Ethereum number 2, and XRP number 3. But that changed, I think, last year somewhere. When they got sued, basically, XRP was so ridiculously cheap, about so ridiculously much, after a couple of months or 2, I think. XLM is like pretty far down my list of coins that I think are awesome. XLM is a coin that I hold a lot of, and I think it's pretty good. But I think, for example, a coin like, let's just say QNT is a lot more risk-reward valuable to me, But I love a lot of coins. I love Algorand. I love Matic. I love XDC. What else do I love? I love XLM as well. I like it a lot. I like VeChain a lot. There's a lot of coins which I really like. And again, people often ask me, like, which coins should I hold or anything like that. Well, to be honest with you, I personally think it's smart to hold, let's say, about 15 of them, because you never know which one's going to pop off. Hey, we have 411 viewers, 411 likes. Nice. But I also understand when people say, no, only hold 4, only hold 5, only hold 6, only hold 10. But again, it's also a question of, well, most likely whatever crypto you're going to mention, I have a little bit of it, I get a lot of different cryptos, but then, like, let's just say $1,000 in it or so. But can I then really say that I'm holding it? For me, holding it is if it comes into, let's say, my top 1% or so of holdings. If I hold more than 1% of my portfolio in this specific thing, sure, I'm holding it. But let's say I hold 100, let's say, for example, I hold 100, maybe $500 in a specific crypto that you guys mentioned. Well, I have it, but I can't say I'm a big holder or anything like that, So when people ask me then, are you holding, let's say, name a garbage coin, but I actually have some, I still will say no most of the time. It's only if I'm actually actively accumulating, if I'm actively basically managing my portfolio to have that in it and thinking about it, then I'll say yes to you guys. H-Bar is, in my opinion, a freaking gem. E-Gold, in my opinion, is awesome. Solana has its time periods. Right now, it's not the best, to be honest with you. It's not in the best of times. Nexo, guys, I'm in a discussion with Nexo right now. They have a couple of different answers to give me. If they don't give me the proper answers, I am not using Nexo. I have never used Nexo in my life, and I will not until they give me a couple of different answers. But at that point, I'm going to be a big supporter if they're answering me correctly. So we'll see about that shortly. I had a call with them a long while ago, but the guys are a little bit slow with things. So I usually like to do things like this. We have a big team. A lot of people have to go on decisions, so it has to be a little bit fast. and they like to take things really slow, so it takes time. But I'll get you guys a Nexo update in a couple of weeks, I think, from now. And whether or not I'm going to be using Nexo from here on forward or not. Liam says, why not just buy the ISO 20022 coins? XRP, XLM, XTC, Algo, IOTA. Yeah, a lot of you guys said buy IOTA. I think I bought a very good bag of IOTA 2 months ago when I asked it over on Twitter. A lot of people were very convincing, but I think it's very good. I think those ISO 20022 coins are all good, to be honest with you. I think those are my top coins, to be honest. Algorand will bridge. Algorand is pretty good. I met up with Algorand in the Binance week. I met up with a couple of Algorand people. Actually, only one of them. Nice guy. So, awesome. Would you still say it's a bad thing to only have one coin in your portfolio? Personally, all I have is XRP. I mean, from what perspective? You know, if you did your risk to reward analysis and you think, you know, following your own analysis, this is the best move, sure, go ahead, go for it. In my own opinion, I don't think having only one crypto is smart. But that's because you never know what's going to happen, you know? And I've had it before. I've actually been in the investing realm for a very long time. I've had it before where I was overexposed to something and it hurt me bad. As you guys probably remember, I held Encash, a lot of it, and it really hurt me bad. And that hurt me mentally slightly, because that was before I started to understand the whole investment scheme. But I lost a lot of good Bitcoins with Encash because my bot kept on buying. And I wasn't fully one in on that, but the majority of my Bitcoins got sucked up into Encash. It wasn't fun, and I got hurt bad when the price just absolutely dumped and never recovered. From that perspective, I'm always saying just diversify. Whatever you think the best one is, still don't put everything in it. David says, post a link for that video. Where I talked about Encash, you mean? Where I talked about what I lost, or what do you mean? Yeah, so I personally, guys, use ledgers. I don't have any of them in front of me right now. I might be able, if I look, one little new device in the box or anything like that. Do I have one box here maybe? Because as you guys know, I'm working with Ledger, so I actually just messaged them, I think 2 days ago, to send me over a couple of devices, and I'll actually review them for you guys in a video. I have at least, I think, a dozen or two Ledgers as of this point. Obviously, the majority of them are just props as of this point to showcase in videos. But Ledger is pretty good in my opinion. You know, it's the one I use personally. I think it's the one that everybody should use. Ellie Pell sends me emails all the time, but they're too spammy with their emails, so I'm a little bit afraid of using those guys. Trezor is fine. I think KeepKey is also one that used to always be one of the best ones. Never used them though. Trezor I think is a nice one, and Ledger is a nice one. Those are the two ones that I know of that a lot of people use. But the one that I use personally is the Ledger. Of which, is there a link down below, guys? Is there a link to Ledger? Help me out, my chat. Is there a link to Ledger in the chat box? Otherwise, I'm going to get you guys one because it's a referral link, you know? And if you buy something, I get $10, right? That means I get a coffee for absolutely free. Can you guys imagine that? That I get a coffee for absolutely free because somebody, you know, is buying a Ledger. That is good stuff, you know? That is addictive. So I need that, you know? I want that. I need that. Do I have a link to Ledger in the description? I have it somewhere. Yeah, I do. Hey, wait a minute. There we go. Yeah. I'm going to put it down in the stream as well. The chat. There we go. And if you guys buy some, I get money, you know, so buy some. Just kidding. Please, only buy a Ledger from the official website or some official other websites. I'm not sure which ones. Don't buy a Ledger off of Amazon. If any of you guys buy a Ledger off of Amazon, I'm telling you right now, I am going to throw some hands. Anybody that's buying them off of Amazon deserves to be, I think personally, my own opinion, anybody that buys a Ledger off of Amazon deserves to lose money. Because I'm not sure what's going wrong in your brain, but there's something very much wrong. All right? If you're buying a Ledger off of Amazon, you deserve your money to be taken away from you. Don't buy it off of Amazon. All right? Buy it off of Ledger. If you bought it off of Amazon, too bad. Throw it in the garbage, get your money back or something. I don't know what exactly you have to do. All right? But throw it away. Throw it in the garbage bin. Don't use that garbage. Please. And somebody says, I just see it now. I just posted it now. I just put a link there. All right, boys, my army. Go to Ledger, buy yourself a device so I can go to Ledger people and say, hey, look how many referrals I got. Send me more Ledger so I can give away more. Honestly, that's how the call went, fun fact. I called them up asking, hey, how can we collaborate? What can we do? I've sold a lot of Ledgers, I think, over the last couple of, it's like 6 years. Can we do some? And they said, well, if you sell more, we can give away more. And I'm like, well, but if you give me some to give away, maybe we'll sell more. And they said kind of like no. So We have to sell some ledgers and then I can give away more ledgers. That's honestly the only reason. I don't care about the $10. I don't. It's the opposite side though. You know, you can only give away so much money, and you want other companies to sponsor giveaways if possible, where it's mutually beneficial. You know, so the more people that buy it, the more you can give away in terms of ledgers, which is nice. So I don't have to buy it myself. You guys get my drift to give away. Decent. A lot of people are telling me about as well. I've never personally used it. They've also sent me some emails, but I don't know about them. Crypto Blood on BitBot channel hating on XRP for 10 minutes. What a scumbag. Man, it is what it is, man. Some people don't like it. Some people do like it. I like XRP personally. I think it will do well. Some people will not, and it is what it is. People, please never put in the chat box how much crypto you hold. If you want somebody to come get you, do it. Right on, put it on. Please don't put in any chat box how much of any single crypto that you own, because people are going to try and take it away from you. Potentially through social engineering, potentially through whatever methods, but please just delete your message. I'm not even going to read it. Delete it now. Don't do that stuff, guys. Be smarter than that. Please be smarter than that, guys. And also, if you can, this is the best way to go about it, I personally think. And I think I'm actually allergic to something, guys. I think, honestly, it might be this hoodie, because I'm getting itch. Yeah, I'm getting itch, so I'm not so sure exactly. I think it might be the hoodie that has some sort of fabric that I'm not so good with. They messed me up. They poisoned me. The buy swap people, they poisoned me, guys. Hopefully not. I want to... You know what? Let me take it off, maybe. Maybe that's smart. Hey, is there still my... Hey, let's put the... Hey. Nice, right? Look at this. I still love this thing, man. I don't know exactly what to do with it. It's just been laying around doing nothing, gathering dust. But I love this thing. It's a nice little prop to have. I'll keep this shirt on, whatever. Let's keep it. What is that? It's a little bear I got. Or a little, yeah, bear. What is it called again? Bear brick. No, I got it at the F1, what's it called? The Monaco F1. Nice little thing. It's pretty cool. There are a lot of accounts in Instagram. Get a blue tick faster, bro. So, as you guys might not want to hear, but the only way to get a blue tick on Instagram is to either pay more than like $10,000 or $15,000, and I'm not really willing to do that, or get a lot of press. But nobody covers me in the press, so there's no way to get a blue tick on Instagram. I can't help you. If somebody's DMing you or following you, it's not me unless we met up. I try to not follow anybody that I don't know to kind of circumvent these stupid things. But yeah, it's nearly impossible to get yourself verified on Instagram. It's so hard. So I'm trying, obviously. I requested it a dozen times, but it's nearly impossible. Twitter is reasonable. I think TikTok is like automatic, but I'm not so sure exactly how they do it. YouTube is easy. Of course, it's just after you get 100,000. And Telegram is also fine to get done. But Instagram, it ain't that easy, my guys. I'm so sorry about that. Just don't reply to anybody that DMs you. It's pretty simple, to be honest, though. I see you follow me into Aldi last week. It could be, man. Depends on what country you're in. Last week, I was in Paris. Not sure, but maybe. Were any of you guys actually in Paris? Guys, if any of you are in Dubai or Singapore over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be in both of those places. I think I'm going to take a flight to Dubai tomorrow or the day afterwards. We'll have to see. And then Singapore, I believe, in a couple of days as well. It might be fun to meet up with you guys. If you are there, just reach out on Instagram or so, say hi. We might be able to just, say hi or something as well. Not sure, but, it's always worth a try, My friend only has 11,000 followers on Insta and he's verified. Sometimes people are lucky or good, or maybe they paid for it. I don't know. But for me, it's hard. If any of you guys know how to get it done, let me know. But I don't know. So there's no way I can help you guys. At the end of the day, I don't really give a crap about verification. It's not going to change anything for me. It's purely just so people stop with this annoying, did you not DM me? Was it not you? I thought it was you, Dusty. What? Are you not offering investment advice to me on freaking Instagram? Is that not? Not sure. Yeah, but c'est la vie. That's life. So, yeah. I don't have too much to say on the XRP front anymore either, guys. You know, we got the story out there. The coin is doing absolutely marvelously over the last couple of hours, couple of days. I think you guys have all been watching it with me. We're seeing a pump over the last minute. Oh, look at that. XRP pumping. Up 0.5% for the last minute. Pump. But whether or not it'll break 50 cents, we'll have to see. I might have to do another emergency stream if XRP just all of a sudden goes berserk again. But at that point, I'm not going to have any news, right? I'm just going to have to watch it with you guys and we'll just enjoy the charts as of that point. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed it, make sure you press the like button. Can we end the stream at 500 likes? That would be pretty awesome. If we could end the stream at 500 likes, that would be pretty awesome. And make sure you subscribe to the channel for more live streams. A lot of this stuff is going to be pretty stupid. I'm also going to get one very, very nice trader in the chat within a couple of days if you guys are interested in that. And I'm also gearing up for another $1,000 or so giveaway. By the way, any of you guys need to understand this. Whenever I do a giveaway, there's a couple hooks and credits, or whatever you say, attached to them, which mostly revolve around waiting a couple of weeks. Anybody who's ever won my giveaway knows they have to wait a couple of weeks to receive the prize, but I've changed now where I put in a little disclaimer when you've won. You've won your money if you're able to wait 2-3 weeks for it. Right now, the people that have won my $10,000 giveaway are still waiting. Why? It takes time. But I think within a week or so, they'll get their $1,000 or $500 or $2,500 respectively. And then, I'm in the middle. So I kind of don't want to announce a new giveaway when I'm still closing this one off. But then I'm also thinking, well, it's different budgets. So it's like, I already have the $1,000 set for a new giveaway round. I'm like, I could already start it, I guess, But yeah, so I'm gearing up for another $1,000 giveaway real soon. I think it's going to be pretty interesting. I'm not sure what else we have coming up. So $1,000 giveaway I have coming up. I have, I guess, a couple of things that I'm buying coming up, but I'll share that over in the videos whenever I'm buying them. Winky versus an interesting one. You'll hear about that soon whenever I think buying it is smart. Samuel says, so you're giving away money you don't have. That's an interesting analysis to this one. Let's just say it like this. There's elaborate measures taken into place to make sure things are done correctly. Especially when you're giving away large amounts of money, you have to think things through quite properly. Sometimes when you rush things, things go wrong, especially when you're giving away $10,000. So let's just say, I don't think I'm illiquid, where I cannot miss at $10,000. I personally wouldn't say that that's the case. I personally think it mostly revolves around doing things the proper way. But I'm also thinking if somebody gets $1,000, what's the harm in waiting a couple weeks, right? My thoughts. Then again, some people disagree. But I just letting you guys in that are watching the chat right now, that if anybody ever comments like, oh, I didn't receive anything, ask them in a week from now. If they still say no, well, then they're lying to you. All right, guys, that was today's little crypto video. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the, I don't know, whatever you want. See you guys again another stream later. I don't know if there's a video. Wait a minute, we're pumping actually. Wait a minute. Should I leave? The XRP price, since we started streaming, is already back up another 2.5% over the last hour. Should I stop streaming or should I continue to watch this? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Because you know what I don't want to see, guys? Then I'm going to press close on this stream, and then about 30 seconds later, all of a sudden, I see XRP above 50 cents again. Because honestly, we're very close to the highest actual candle over on the 1 minute. It's like we're 0.7% off. Yeah. But we might just have to come back when the XP price starts pumping again. You guys, also, if you're looking for an exchange to trade on, check out Bybit. A link is down below. It's the one I use. I'm gonna tell you guys about a couple of different dexes that I use, like for example these guys. But don't worry about it. I got a review coming up. I've been building it for a couple of different days. I got it. All right, don't worry about it. Got you. And I think, yeah, put the stop loss on the next stream. What we can do next stream, guys, is potentially open one position. I'll get one of my traders on, and he'll explain to you guys exactly what we're doing in terms of trading. If you guys would like that, I can get one of the traders on here next stream, maybe tomorrow, and he can explain to you guys what he's thinking in terms of the market. If you guys want that, we can surely get that done. And yeah, I'm thinking as well of just making the whole crypto news here a little bit more of a show instead of like a small talk. But yeah, guys, that was it for right now. See y'all later. Another stream or video. All good. See y'all. Thanks so much for stopping by, saying hi. Adios, amigos. Cheers.